Hello, and welcome to my Pecha Kucha. My name is Matthew Gull, and today I am doing my topic on why everyone should read more. I decided to do this topic because I love to read, and I believe not a lot of people read anymore. I think this is due because of the environment they're in, school, and technology. So let's go ahead and begin. So some advances in reading is that a lot of books are getting movie adaptations, such as The Fault in Our Stars, Maze Runner, and The Mockingjay. And I think this helps people want to read more about the movies because they were books first, so there's got to be more details. Also, there have been lots of technological advances, such as the Nook and Kindle. So I think reading has gone down since the past couple of years, and I think this is due to schooling and phones. I think phones is the majority of it because too many people have access to the internet and they don't really try to pay attention as much as they should in school. And I believe that the books that people start reading off affects them a lot. So who's most being affected by this? Like I said, I believe it's a lot of people, the new generation or my generation below. I think that some too many people are attached to their phones, and this causes them not to think about their future or what they should be reading about in the world. So, what kind of future will this have? Oh, sorry. What kind of effects will this have in the future? I think that a lot of people are not going to be as into politics or in the government if they don't read about it. I also think this will affect people's dream jobs or their dreams because they won't read about anything in their life. Sorry, not in their life, but you get the idea. So, how to help this? I think that education or schooling can help this a lot by helping students or even kindergartners read books that will affect them in life, not just politics, but like fun books, fiction, nonfiction, stuff like that. So what to read? I'm not going to outright and tell you you should read this specific book. I will recommend it, but I'm not going to force you to because I believe that everyone should read what they feel like, but they still need to read something, not just nothing, such as stuff in politics, like I've said over and over again. So readings of history. I think that everyone should be familiar with, documents of our country, such as the Bill of Rights or the Declaration of Independence. But I also think that people should read biographies about people of war because this will give them insight of what it was like back then, and it might help them think what they can do for their future in their country. So, magazines and newspapers. I think a lot of people don't read the newspaper anymore because they think it's boring, but I think it's a great source of knowledge of what is happening in their community or what is happening in the country, such as Obama sweeps to historic victory. And I think that magazines are a nice way to, really give themselves relief on like other people's lives. Music. I believe that music, if people understand what the music is saying or what the lyrics are, they will feel so much better about themselves knowing that hey, I can listen to this and understand it and take something back from it. So the benefits of reading, I think this will benefit a lot of people because if they just read, they could find something about themselves that they never did. Like, hey, I really like nonfiction. Maybe I should go into something related into that. Or same thing with fiction. I love fiction. Maybe I should write a story based off this book or something like this. So, Kindles, Nooks, and other reading devices. I personally don't use these. I've never used these. Well, I've used my mom's Nook before, but for me, I've always read a book, so I'm not used to that. But I think it's a great way for people to find new books, find new things to learn, find new things in the government. So how reading has helped me. If I never read a magazine, I would have never found Full Sail. And ever since I've read about it, it's always been my dream school. And that's how I got here. So I'm really thankful for reading. What I grew up reading. I grew up on fiction, biographies, stuff along those natures. One of my favorite books was The Red Pyramid. And it's just basically about Egyptian gods. And that also got me into loving Egyptian mythology. I love mythology. So I think reading can help find a lot of new things about yourself that you never thought about. So, some great influencers. I believe that family is one of the best influencers of reading because, like, my mom and my dad, they influenced me to read such amazing books, like The Red Pyramid, fiction books, stuff along those lines. And we could read books in like less than 3 days. So, what reading can do for people? I think reading can benefit a lot of people. It makes them feel smarter, makes them feel better, and they can find new things about themselves, like I said. They can find out that they love mythology, they can find out they love war, and go into a major about the history of wars or history. Is there a set schedule? I don't believe so. I don't have a set schedule. I have a lot of time on my hands, so I read a lot. And this lets me think about what I can do and what kind of story I can make because that's kind of what I want to go with game design. I want to help make a great story. And read something new. If you read something new, you can find a whole bunch of new stuff, such as a meaning behind a word, the meaning behind the book, or just the meaning about yourself, like what you can take out of a book, magazine, music, or even history will benefit your life in the future. And like I said, the meaning behind books and readings is that if you figure out the meaning behind it, it'll help you in arguments of politics, finding out what you can do in your environment, your community, and who you should vote for politics. I mean, I think that's a great influencer. But in conclusion, I think everyone should read because not only will it benefit themselves, but it could also benefit their future or people around them. I would like to thank you and have a wonderful day. Thank you.